Okay, before we do anything, listen to this awesome new Hanzo Nano Boost sound.
Look the dragon in its eyes!
You're powered up. Get in there.
Do not challenge me!
Also, is it just me or does the new Hanzo seem a bit off? Like, yeah, he obviously got older, but he also looks younger in a way. Like, is that Botox maybe? Or did he just change his diet? What's the lore here? Vitamin D? But yeah, first my thoughts on Junker Queen, and then we switch over to Hanzo POV while I talk shit about rush comps. Okay, so this new hero might be the most satisfying hero added to the game. It's like, oh my god, that's sexy as fuck, dude. It's such a great hero for anyone who is just chasing for the dopamine rush from just demolishing the whole enemy team. It feels so satisfying to hit the abilities and combo them, and yeah, it just feels so good to play this hero. But yeah, like my initial thought was like, wow, okay, this hero is way too broken. It's gonna get hard nerfed. There's no downsides for this hero. Why would you play any other tank? But she's actually very squishy. You basically need a pocket 24/7, but since there's one less player to heal in Overwatch 2, it might not actually be that big of a deal. But yeah, the only defensive ability is this cooldown that gives you 300 HP and your teammates 100 HP and some movement speed. And once that runs out, you just get exploded. And even with it, you might get exploded since you don't have any shields or anything. And since you only have like 425 HP, you might just get instantly deleted before you can even press that button. Ouch. But yeah, the cooldown is pretty short though, 11 seconds after the buff runs out. But yeah, the strongest part of this ability is how it gives 100 HP to everyone near you. And this 100 HP and movement speed is a huge deal. It basically hard counters like over half of the ultimates in the game. There's Sigma ultimate, Soldier ultimate, Blade, Dragon. It basically just counters all damage abilities. Honestly, it might be better than Baptiste in vulnerability field, considering the huge radius and low cooldown. But the trade-off is that she herself is very squishy. Like, that's you know, one headshot on that tank and he's fucking destroyed.
I leave a trail of red.
With a sniper hero, all you need is one well-placed shot, and that's she's basically dead. Like, look at it. That's a tank, guys. That's a tank. The biggest problem I see with this hero is that it's kinda in this annoying spot where if you know the enemy team is going to blade next fight tank, by the way, you probably just want to switch to Junker Queen and press shift to use this 11-second cooldown ability to counter the blade. It's going to be very hard to nerf this ability though. Increasing the cooldown would make her even more squishy, and if you reduce the shields for teammates, it just makes the ability useless. And removing the movement speed buff kinda just takes the vibes out of the ability. Like, she's supposed to be that badass leader who charges everyone into the battle, you know? Every match that I played, the Junker Queen just switched off because it wasn't fun for her. This Hanzo is so good at shutting her down. It's a very interesting hero design because she's kind of like this very aggressive hero, but at the same time, you can't really tank any damage. So she just promotes this type of gameplay where you just try to get the fight over in like 5 seconds or something. Just rush in and destroy everything as fast as possible. And I know some of you love dive comp, but hear me out. Very quick fights are not fun, especially not for both sides. And banging your head against the wall, rushing the defending team over and over again until you get more picks than them is not good gameplay in my opinion. It's just a respawn simulator. Peak Overwatch gameplay is when everyone is playing safe. Fights last for a very long time. Instead of just dying, the defending team will back up and give more space to the other team. The payload gets pushed forward. And now just compare that to the enemy team coming in with Lucio and Junker Queen speed boosts, rushing a target, losing 2 people in the process, and the outcome of the fight is decided in 5 seconds. And then you just wait for everyone to respawn. I'm not saying that the rush and dive don't require skill. Like, of course there's skill and coordination required, but the core fundamental of dive/rush comp is rushing a guy and hoping they get less picks than us in the first 5 seconds. Well, one of the biggest reasons why this strat even has value is because the fights are so short, that you get to attack more times, but at the expense of taking out the main part of the game, which is giving and taking space. Having intense, long team fights. He's trying to shoot me through the wall. This is my new bunker spot. This is the bunk. I call this spot the bunker. But yeah, if you want to support me and get the new Brig skin, I will be streaming the first 24 hours that it's available. Even if I'm asleep, you can still gift the 3 Twitch subs and get your skin. I will put more info in the video description below.
Up close, death is gruesome.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you like the video so that my content maybe finds you again in the future. Or maybe even subscribe to guarantee it.